You know, by the time this comes out, we'll have a new intro for you, by the way.
That's fine.
Or this particular...
I was actually thinking about that
hell?
in one of the earlier episodes, and I
what
thought...
the shit? I didn't even know that did that.
Really? You just never stopped there and watched them?
No, I always just made a blind leap of faith and landed on this thing.
Oh. Oh. But I thought about it, and I mentioned it was my birthday earlier, and I thought, this probably won't be my birthday anymore when this comes out.
No. It'll have been a few weeks at this point.
Yeah.
You know, normally I just blind leap of faith and land on that thing.
Well, I mean...
Whee! I have no rings. And this fucker. Bye!
Is he a douche? I think... I don't know, I'm pretty much okay with most of the Sonic characters as a whole.
Yeah.
I will say I am a fan, because I know other people didn't like it, but I am a fan of the redesign they did for Knuckles in Sonic Boom in general. I am a fan of that, and I like Knuckles.
See, I didn't mind the Sonic Boom redesigns. Like, I have no problem with them. Then again, with this being, like, my go-to Sonic game, they've been so detached from what I knew originally anyway that it didn't bother me.
Yeah. And people got obsessed with the fact that they gave Sonic blue arms for that whole entire franchise.
I think it's just a meme that they make fun of that, or that they...
Oh no, it was a big problem originally, and then it became a meme. People don't like...
Change?
Exactly. And Sonic has had peach arms forever.
Ah, no! I hate falling down that hole. Yeah, well.
I think blue arms makes him, like, better?
It makes more
Sense?
sense with how all the other characters are designed for him to have,
Yeah.
secret. More up there? No, it's just... Yeah. You also notice a lot of the secrets, there's like zero indication there's actually a secret there.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, oh, this wall just isn't actually a wall.
That's why a lot of times in the one Sonic game I had,
Oh, come on.
where you could be Sonic, Knuckles, Amy, and, well, alright, that gets the point across, and,
Yeah.
Tails, I just hit the wall a bunch of times just for that exact reason, because I know stuff like this was a thing.
Oh, fuck. Whew, I'm safe. Oh, bonus stage. It's hitting the point that it's not gonna matter soon.
Do you get more, like, all the rings you get in here, do you get to take them out of the bonus stage?
No. When you leave the bonus stage, you have 0 rings, but if I collect more than 100 rings here, I do get a life.
Oh.
Because all the rings count towards, like, a ring total.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so they take out your rings in general?
Yes. It costs me my rings to come in here.
Oh.
Which is why, technically, with how I play and the fact that I'm no good at these and don't really intend to use Supersonic at all, I probably actually should have been skipping these from the get-go.
Yeah, but it's
just so that
entertaining.
I could keep my rings and, well, keep my rings and get more one-ups.
It's entertaining.
It is entertaining.
And psychedelic and vibrant.
It is very psychedelic. I never realized how psychedelic that back bit was.
Yeah, right? Like, they're all... Like, that pink stage that we had over, that was awful. And I like colors. I'm okay with bright colors, but I have a problem with yellows. Can't see yellows very well.
16 rings. Either way, I've accomplished what I wanted to do here, though.
Which is what?
More than 100 rings.
Oh, yeah.
So I at least get 1 life. If I can get to the 210, I'll get 2 lives and a Chaos Emerald.
Jesus, that's a lot of rings. Well, you fucked that up.
I did.
It's okay, you get a life.
Yes. And a life is more than I can ask for.
It's better than what I have. I have no life.
Alright. Whoa, shit. Whee! Whoa, shit. Whoa. Come on, 23 rings. Oh yeah, that extra turn that leads to nothing. Tails just wants the green one. It's his favorite. As you said. Are there 6 or 7 Chaos Emeralds?
There's 6.
Oh.
That is the last one. We sit right between the blue and the yellow. I think it's supposed to be a ring. I guess not.
So there are only 6 Chaos Emeralds? So wait.
Well, 6 plus the Master Chaos Emerald. If you count the Master Chaos Emerald.
I don't know if there are 6 or 7 stages is what I'm trying to wonder. Oh, fuck.
Does it matter if they don't let you progress until you get that one particular... That's not being fair.
Yep.
That's stupid. I don't know. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
only 6.
There's a lot of really... Ah, for fuck's sakes. The mantises are like my least favorite enemy, and it's just because there are so many situations like this where you can't avoid them, because... Fuck me.
Well, it is strategically placed.
He's strategically placed to fuck you.
I mean, that's the one thing Eggman did, right? Robotnik.
He strategically placed that guy to fuck me.
But then also, he kind of fucked that guy over, because once that guy threw his things, that was it.
Yes. I have 1 life before I have to actually break into the continues.
And it's just gonna be all Mantis.
I think I've gotten 2 or 3 continues though over the course of this, so I should have more than enough continues to finish the game.
Yeah, probably. There's only a couple of stages left. I
I'll
feel like
just
you've
leave
already
this.
been here.
There are some areas that look the same,
I mean,
or at least a little bit the same.
yeah.
Well, it does look the same because it's the same area.
I know, but like specifically, you've done this before. But
Yeah, the one bridge section.
yeah, I guess it's easier to. Wow, this is guy on the roof.
Yep. And if you jump at all, he will swing at you. Yeah.
It kind of fits the music.
Yes, that's why I love the music for the stage. It's just awesome.
Spriting actually, when I was into it a little bit,
Yeah,
it actually got pretty fun once you realized how colors work.
yeah,
And I actually made like a whole, because they have each individual frame of animation of the sprites. They
Yeah.
put it all together.
yeah.
And I managed to have a whole line of animation sprites
Ah!
as like my character.
Oh.
Game over.
Damn it.
I mean, I always feel bad for this.
I didn't want to do that because this is the boss stage too.
Yeah.
So if I beat this, I would have been in the next stage. Now I gotta start it all over again.
Man, you died a lot in the stage in general.
I think I died more on the previous one. Was the problem. And that's kind of the reason I die as much as I do is because the path that I know from muscle memory has a lot of those stupid, like, oh, here you go, get hit,
Yeah.
fuck you, kind
Why
of
would
things.
you make that the path you know?
Because it was the first one. It was probably the first one that I actually like accomplished. Because considering how hard it is to get to this point in the game,
Yeah.
it's a point in the game that I haven't been in very often.
True. How many times on average have you beat this game, you think?
Hard to say. First time I beat it, I was young, probably like early pre-teens, so like maybe between 12 and 14, I want to say.
Oh.
It was the first time I beat it, so it took me
Yeah.
10 years to beat this game.
That's not bad.
At least. But yeah, then I lost track. Like, I know the first time I beat it and the satisfaction that I felt from that,
Yeah.
because it was like such a huge thing.
Yeah.
It's like the first time I beat Link's Awakening. It's just a huge ordeal. It's a chapter of my life just over. Oh, fuck. Ah! Fuck. Well, I pooched this one.
You know, when it comes to Zelda games,
Yeah.
the only one I've actually ever played,
Mhm.
I'm a fan of Zelda, but the only one I've played is Ocarina of Time,
Hmm.
and I still have never beaten it. And I feel really bad about where I'm stuck
Yeah. Where were we stuck?
at the Forest Temple.
Forest Temple is fairly different.
Thank you, because every time I say that, people are like, really, the Forest Temple? I'm like, shut up, it's tough, I can't find anything.
The Forest Temple is difficult because there's like a lot of weird backtracking. Ah, fuck. I gotta go to the fuck you tab again. Alright. But there's a lot of weird backtracking in it that you need to think about as you go through.
Yeah.
Like, most people think that the Water Temple is like
Yeah, or
the hard
Or
one.
the Shadow Temple, I've heard too.
I have never had issues with the Shadow Temple.
I mean, you got that far.
Yeah. But the Water Temple, and I pointed this out in my playthrough of it, is the reason everyone thinks that the Water Temple is the hard one is because there is a room that exists that nobody thinks about. You just kind of... It's in the well, you haven't been to the temple to know, but
Alright.
it's in the very center of the water temple. There's a room, and you change the water level in it.
Yeah.
When you do, you always raise the water in that room, which makes a block float. And a lot of people, like, if they're stuck on it, if they've beaten the game before and they get stuck, it's because they forgot that there's a room under the block.
Yeah.
If they've never played it before, the game isn't very clear that there's actually, like, anything there.
Yeah.
Which they changed for Ocarina of Time 3D. There's now a cutscene when you raise that water level that shows that block raising and the fact that there's a room under there. Like, it actually pans down and says, hey, there's a room here. Unfortunately, they castrated the water temple in Ocarina of Time 3D.
Yeah.
Yeah. They castrated it in that not only is there that cutscene, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I agree with the cutscene.
Yeah.
Because, again, it's why people got stuck there. It's that they did not realize there was a room under there. You have to, like, pull out your map and realize there's a bottom floor if you've even gotten the map at that point.
Yeah.
So there's, like, a lot to need to know on it. But they castrated it because in their graphics overhaul, they added a texture to the walls, which is essentially a big colored line that says go this way.
Yeah.
So there's no challenge to the temple anymore because you just follow this line through the temple and congratulations, you're done.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So I like that they showed the cutscene where that room was, because it's where a lot of people got stuck and obviously got frustrated and would put the game down. So it's a good change to have that there.
Yeah.
But to turn that temple into a handhold, not so much. I disagree with it. And I mean, I guess people could potentially forget where the water changing spots are, but generally when the water levels are at certain bits, there's only certain places you can go which lead to the water areas. So it was well designed linearly already. It didn't need the extra handhold.
People just needed to be more observant.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah. Or just the sense of exploration, which is supposed to be what Zelda games are all about anyway. I don't know how I escaped that.
Damn
I'm
it,
just
Goose.
gonna say I did it. This is the boss.
You're on a bridge?
I was that close, because that was the guy that made me continue.
Yeah. Ah, that sucks.
And you get these 6 rings to fight him every time. He shouldn't take me more than 1 or 2 tries.
I mean,
Oh wait, no, he's this guy.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah. I don't think I know the actual way to fight him.
How do you normally fight him?
Abnormally perfect timing.
Wow. Well, the worst part about me being stuck at the Forest Temple is that I actually looked up a walkthrough,
Yeah.
and even that couldn't help me. I was just like, I don't know what you're talking about, walkthrough.
Yeah.
And like, I will say I'm good at Twilight Princess. Oh, I've played Twilight Princess actually. I'm really good at that one. But I think it's because...
There we go.
Oh.
Just abnormally perfect timing.
Yeah, this guy would kick my ass.
Yep. Because if you do it even slightly wrong, then, well, you get hit. And now I have... Yeah, 'cause basically before he's been hit at all, he's just stupid hard. Oh!
Aw.
Yeah, abnormally perfect timing is how I beat that guy, and I don't know if that's the actual way you're supposed to do it, but it's the way that I always do it. And now I'm on 1 life again. Oh, I hope this playthrough doesn't end in a game over.
If it does, it does.
Oh, that would hurt me so much. I'd have to, like, play the game again just for the sake of, like...
Actually beating it?
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like almost like a... Like, that first part of the song makes you think of, like,
Yeah.
Dracula almost.
Or like a horror.
Yeah, almost, kind of thing. Have you played Castlevania on this, anything? Like your channel, this channel?
I played Castlevania 64.
Oh,
but
I love
not,
that one!
not as a playthrough. That was, like, as a kid, forever ago, and it was terrible.
I love that game.
Actually, strangely enough,
Wow.
the bit with it, I couldn't beat the first boss of that game.
Big giant skeleton?
Couldn't beat him.
Really?
But I could beat Dracula.
Oh, well, fuck.
Because my uncle had a save file that was at the end of the game, and I loaded it up to try it, and I ended up beating Dracula on the first try.
I have another game for that system, and one I've never really heard of. It's another Castlevania game, but it's the one where you are a werewolf, actually.
Altered Beast?
No, you're an actual werewolf. Like, that's what you are.
Yeah, Altered Beast is a game where you're a werewolf. I just don't know if there's a...
don't know if it's called that. I don't remember.
This is like the easiest stage in the game.
Can you still, like, die, though?
You can still die. Not from falling, but you can die. Because, I mean, there's enemies.
What happens if you jump off? You can't?
Nope. You can land on these turtles, but Sonic or Tails is normally flying it. This is also technically the last, on a Sonic and Tails playthrough, this is the last level where you have Tails.
Yeah.
Because Tails flies the plane, and canonically that means that he can't be with you, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, we're basically at the point, I guess if there is one more Chaos Emerald, I might be able to get it in the last stage, but there are no checkpoints in this stage. Whee!
I mean, you're just racking up points at this point.
Pretty much. I'm hoping for a continue.
How many points do you need for that?
100,000, I think. Look at all those jets. Alright. I think there's another section to the stage. Whoa! Also, we're keeping up with that crazy rocket in a biplane. Ah, no!
Yeah, but it's Tails biplane. So, I mean, 8-year-old genius that builds a freaking plane. Plus, I believe his plane later on, not now, obviously, but later on, turns into a jet.
Yeah, no, I think
the X Tornado, I believe. I don't know if that's what this one is called, but I know.
I think this is just the original Tornado.
Yeah, then he rebuilds a jet into the X Tornado. Oh boy, lasers.
Fun fact: you can actually die there.
That didn't surprise me.
Whoa! All right, I want to get all of these rings because I need as many one-ups as I can get. Because if I die, I have to restart the zone. Because I only have one life. So, thinking on where we are, I don't think there's a point in me trying to do the bonus stages anymore.
Yeah, is that it? Oh, this is definitely a level I would not want to do.
Yeah, it is. This is a nerve-wracking level because I can't reorient myself on this thing. As soon as I jump off, I'm done. Yeah, and you only get like a tiny little jump off of it. I don't think the fire hurts me though.
We'll see.
Yeah, nope. It's just a graphic. But I need to land like as far to the right on these things as possible, or else I can't hit these platforms.
Yeah.
Whoa. Come on. Whee. Dun 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 dun. You know that sound effect, that dun dun one? I think they use that in Golden Axe.
So like drums?
Bum 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 bum. I think. I mean, granted, it's Sega Genesis, so it's gonna be. There's a lot of sound effects that will have to recycle between games because there's only so many sounds you can actually make.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go really slow because I don't want to run into anything. Whoa.
Huge chickens.
I do believe they are chickens. They also are firing eggs at me.
Well, they're the chickens or roosters, really, but the same thing.
Yes. Oh, wait.
What is that thing?
Oh, that's a speed boost. I don't want it.
Oh.
No, because I'm going to waste it going up here.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I don't even think I want it, period. Got it. One up. A one up that I know exists, so. Okay, I got 90. Yeah. I'm going to go get the 10 more, I think. Whoa! Kill you.
Actually, I wonder how much. Do you think Riffti knows about this?
What, this game?
Yeah, like in general, like the Sonic in general. I think me and her have talked about it before, and she said she's not that.
She's not a huge Sonic fan. She played Sonic Adventure. She played Sonic Adventure and she likes it.
Yeah.
To the point where she wanted, or sorry, she played Sonic Adventure DX, so the one for the GameCube re-release, I think. I'm like super cautious.
Yeah, that's how normally I play games.
Oh, thank God! I got a 1-up. That's what I wanted. All right, I got my 100 rings for the 1-up. That's perfect.
You know, when you eat a chicken,
yeah,
you're technically eating a T-Rex. Did you know that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, oh well. I think that's the one thing I kind of don't like about this game is that if I get 100 rings and then proceed to... Oh, wait, shit. Only time in the game that sprite is used, by the way.
It's right now?
Yeah. And, like, at the very end cutscene. Oh, come on. I'm close to the end of this level.
It's been an adventure.
It has been.
I mean, I've never played this game before.
No! Oh,
nice.
No! Fuck you. Alright. Whew. I know I'm in super concentration mode. It's got you like...
No, I'm actually just having fun like playing. Like, I like this sort of thing. This is fun. It's I like watching people and how they play.
Yeah.
Just as much as I like people like watching people play in general. Like, to me, the games are fun, as equally as fun playing as they are watching.
Okay, I don't want to do that because this is the way inside.
His face.
All right. This fight is a clusterfuck.
Like a bullet hell?
Kind of. Essentially, I have to hit this laser before it starts lasering. Because once it starts lasering, I'm screwed. Also, those spikes at the bottom of those platforms are spikes and will hurt me.
But you jump on, like, you hit them, like, at least twice now.
Yes, but if I touch them from the bottom.
You have. You jump through one of those, jump onto another one of those.
That's because I'm Tails and I'm too short.
Like that.
See? Yep. So there's just some cases where I'm like, I'm just missing them slightly.
Like that?
Yep.
That rifle should have stepped
Me and my tiny hitbox.
It's probably like his nose. His hair.
Ah, no! Got it!
Wow. Get that one ring! Oh.
I got one ring. It doesn't matter anyway. Because this level...
He's over?
Yep.
With a rocket?
He's got a rocket. Alright. And now there's a rocket at the bottom of the biplane.
So that's what Sonic was doing, he was stealing the technology.
Stealing it. Because Tails would normally have built it.
Yeah.
But Tails was here. Alright.
This is what I remember, this is when Sonic still had a round head and then clothes on top of that.
Yep. Only other place that sprite is used.
It's cute.
Grabbing the ship.
It's cute.
And technically it's not used at all for Tails because even in a Sonic and Tails playthrough, Tails wouldn't be in that level.
True.
So it's only used for Tails only, and those two moments.
Well, it's cute.
Alright, so we've docked on the Death Egg.
Death Egg Zone.
There are no rings in the zone.
It found a boss right there. Is that Metal Sonic? What? Ew, that's before his upgrade, I guess? Oh, okay, well.
This is Mecha Sonic, if I recall.
Okay, because the original Metal Sonic is now, yeah, he's like a sentient
being
now.
I need to put on my big boy pants for this. Gotta put my brave pants on. Because I gotta get all of my hits in, otherwise I don't know this guy's patterns. You also have to be careful where you hit him, because if you hit him at the back of the head, you actually die.
Well, yeah, he's got, like, steel spikes. They're saw blades, apparently.
Yep, see, I hit him in the back of the head instead of the front.
Wait, top of the head.
Yeah.
Man, their hitboxes are crazy.
Yeah. It only gets worse.
is there like another boss after this, or is this it and then you win?
There is another boss after this.
But you can do this zone forever.
This is as far as my dad got in this game.
Did you never beat it?
Yep. Well, I don't know. He may have beaten it, like, downloaded it or gotten an extra copy afterwards, but this is as far as he got. He never beat Metal Sonic. He was too tough. Yeah. Take it through the door. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna be super careful in this fight. Because I don't want to die and I have 1 life left.
I mean...
Okay. You can see those spikes on his hands? Yeah. Okay, fuck him.
I mean, really?
They come slightly out. If I touch that, I'm dead. Okay, come on. Big robot.
There is something to say for...
Like, the scale?
I mean, not just that, but just how smart Robotnik is in general. I mean, it's too bad he's so hell-bent on making everything robotic. Like...
Well, I actually read once that he views it as that he's helping them.
Maybe. But I mean, like, why, if that's the case, would he think that making a perfectly fine, like, sentient creature into a robot to be a mindless slave? So, but people are like that sometimes. They have various views on things.
Uh-oh. This rocket arms might not be far enough away.
I think you're fine. So you're fine.
Alright.
It's one thing. I wonder, what would you be in the Sonic world?
Me?
Yeah. Like, if you were to take yourself,
yeah,
what would you be?
A human that has relations with an animal that that everyone has to question.
So you mean like Sonic in the in Black Knight?
Like a Sonic 06 situation. Like I.
No, not Sonic in the Black Knight.
Oh shit!
Shit!
No!
What was it? What one with the Princess Elise?
06.
Well, there you go. Yeah. You think so?
Yeah.
I mean,
I have never gotten into Sonic enough to make any sort of like an OC or any like.
Well, no. I mean, but sometimes it's fun to think about. I guess that actually means like, what all do you know, species-wise, is in that? Hedgehogs, foxes, and echidnas. That's about it.
Well, no, I am aware of other Sonic lore. I just haven't really played or enjoyed any other Sonic.
The Archie comics are pretty intense when they for the storyline.
He's shooting faster, so that means I think he's low. Alright, come on.
Low
I
on
can do
what?
this. Like, I'll beat him soon.
Oh.
Oh, shit! I thought that would have been the killing blow. Okay, come on. Come on.
I mean, for all their limited graphics, that's pretty good detail.
Oh, yeah. I've never really beaten him a lot faster than this, but I think I'm kind of like...
Being too cautious?
Well, yeah, and that's kind of something that gets said a lot when you're a Let's Player, is that while you are Let's Playing, you are playing either half efficiency or just significantly less than you would if you weren't, because you're trying to focus on 2 things.
True.
Normally I'd be ballsy enough to go at him while he's walking.
You mean you can?
I can, but I'm on this last life. Come on.
Isn't it like always that they always take 6?
No, this one takes like a bunch of extra. He's actually takes a lot of hits. I've been fighting him for like 4 minutes, so... Alright.
I think...
Get to that sweet spot. Yes!
Yay!
Oh.
With 0 rings and 1 life left. I mean, 0 rings.
No, there's no rings on this stage.
That's what I mean. But...
Oh.
Victory!
That was like 2 hours of my life. Just playing this game again. 2 hours.
A good 2 hours?
It was a good 2 hours. And I had fun. Did you have fun?
I love Sonic. I always have fun.
If you get all the Chaos Emeralds as Sonic, you actually get a special ending.
Yeah.
But with Tails, you get nothing extra. No matter what you do, you only get this one Tails ending.
I mean, he's technically dying. He's falling to his death, technically.
Whee!
Why can't he just slow his fall with his tails? Why wouldn't he be doing that?
Don't know. Haven't you noticed that his tail animation, like for flying, has not been anywhere in this playthrough?
Just for him skimming across the ground, yeah, but he can't fly in this one, I would assume that.
If you're playing Tails only, he doesn't fly. But if you're playing Sonic and Tails and he like falls off an edge, he'll fly back to you.
That's stupid. He should be able to fly in yours too.
They gave him the flying ability in Sonic 3.
That makes sense.
But yes. Whew. I myself calmed down a little bit after that. Shit. Yeah!
The game that I played was exactly like that. For the ending, you did like a whole jump at the screen too.
The Sonic 2 cast of characters.
Sonic and Tails.
Those aren't characters, that's an executive producer.
Unless you count the letters as characters.
Touche.
Oh.
Yeah. Generally, my favorite one. No, I find with games, and this will be like more of a thing as we do more Let's Plays with you on the series, or in the show, and the channel.
Yeah.
Always watch the credits at the end, because they're the people who put their time and effort,
Yeah.
years of their life into making this experience for you, and then in turn the viewer
Yeah.
who's watching this. So you always got to give the cast of credits their due. I always like to imagine giving them a high five for the good job. Just high-fiving them one at a time like a baseball game.
Yeah. So you find that one guy that really pissed you off in the game, he's like, no, not you.
Who is the fucker who made those mantises?
Specifically just Mantis creator, not you. Whenever I watch like the credits, I always like to point out really funny names, but I always find it the funniest.
Yeah,
Hey,
there's Pheonix Rye.
Oh, that's funny. No relation.
No relation. You have an L.
Tim Skelly. Like, what? Like, why? Why? You think those are names they were born with?
Actually, from what I understand, as a lot of like the '90s games, the names in the credits are just aliases.
I would figure. I mean, Pheonix.
And like, I could show you the credits for Golden Axe, and some of the names are just like stupid.
But I always Mackie. Yeah.
Yeah, Ippo. Could be a Japanese guy, but
I mean,
like there were no last names there, so I'm assuming they're all aliases.
my favorite thing though is when there's just like a big group of like Asian names and then just like Tom.
Tom.
You're like, well, all right.
Like the game manual that is done by a Japanese guy and an English woman.
Yeah. Thomas, like that's Thomas. Wow, I read that person's last name is Cleavage. Cindy, whatever. I was like, what?
Claverin.
Yeah,
Cleavage.
I read it as Cleavage at first.
Well, someone's mind's in the gutter.
It's always there.
Ah, the special thanks. Locky P.
That's everyone who plays it. The lucky people who get to play.
Have you ever noticed that with a lot of credits in games nowadays, where it's like, and thanks to you, the player?
Yeah. It's because you gotta feel like you did something. More than just beat their game.
Well, the satisfaction of beating it isn't enough? Oh, I
No.
guess not when they're hand-holding you with free invincibility.
And not when everyone's a special snowflake anymore.
Yeah.
Right, you know, like...
Yeah. It's a good game. It's a difficult game for me still. I mean,
Yeah.
if I sat and spent like 80 hours a day, fucking 80 hours a day, like trying to perfect it for speedrun reasons, then I'd probably be a lot better. But it's a game I like to pick up every now and again and play through, and my muscle memory serves me horribly as I walk into some of the same pitfalls every time.
Yeah, well, it's entertaining.
It is.
Well, Sonic died. Kinda.
It is a very entertaining game. Anyway, though, that is it. We are a little over on this episode, but that's because it's a finale. So, until then, this will be Zephyr signing out, and I'll see you later, BrantFurred.
And Pheonix.